Where are we? Welcome to the IT Podcast episode.
30-something?
3,420.
37. No, wait. The last one was 33, right? Because we had that whole... no, that was 2 ago. Maybe we're on... Gotcha. We're getting up there.
We have more episodes than subscribers at this point.
Yeah. Those are the numbers I like to have. More content. When I have so much content, people are overwhelmed by it.
They're so overwhelmed they skipped. It's just scroll right by it.
Yeah, look, we're just waiting on some people to catch up, you know? There's some people who are like, look, I still gotta plug in on The Mandalorian. I haven't watched Mandalorian Season 2. Then I'm gonna hit up this podcast, and then they're gonna find us. Then,
yeah, nobody's watched that show.
Yep.
Yeah, we went to the moon and never came back. So I guess it's time for another Madeline.
Oh, yeah.
Madeline.
Man, that
is it Madeline or Madeline?
Yeah.
Madeline. Not plural. What is it? Possessive. Madeline apostrophe.
Yes.
Is it possessive?
Yeah, I believe that's possessive.
English.
I'm going to Google it. Two guys Googling stuff.
Is this good content?
Yeah. Okay, everything I'm seeing is without an apostrophe. Also, it's not a capital M, so it's not a proper noun.
And it's also called a Donsumer. What is that?
What?
Donsuemor.
Nothing.
That's a Madeline.
Yeah.
That's a bad one.
Hey, Madeline representatives, shoot us a message. Let's get them to sponsor the show. Hit us up. Hit us up on the text line. Send us a tweet. Let's make this happen. Our 22 subscribers.
Oh.
Did we lose one?
I
Are we down to 21?
An argument with this guy. Yeah, the fluoride guy. All right. I don't know how to argue with people. I don't think I can convince anyone to do anything. I'm convinced myself that I can't get anyone to do anything.
Yeah, that's a tough sell. It's a tough sell, you know. Maybe just shrink the circle down a little bit more. Like if you're going to convince somebody of something, have it be like, check out this TV show, something like that. Something super low stakes. Just
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just saying it does say that it's toxic on the tube, and it says don't ingest, and it's 1% that thing. Like, how is it so hard to argue that that's poison? You know what I mean? Like, it says it on the tube.
Oh, it says it on the tube. Sorry, I thought you were referencing YouTube, and I was like, wait, what? That's not it?
No, just
yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't I see the comments?
Those of you who don't know what we're talking about, good.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's not important.
And if it was, you wouldn't listen to me anyway. All right, I gotta finish this thing. This is fun.
Yeah, we're doing great.
Yeah, we're 10 minutes in. We haven't touched on anything remotely similar to what we should be talking about.
Love it. Sorry, I just clicked on a thing, and and it started playing. Oh gosh.
No, that was me. What is this? This sounds like they stole my sound. A little different. Okay, well, maybe we should start over. All right.
Sorry, I just read the comments about the fluoride thing real quick. I wanted to be on.
So, what should I...
No, leave it.
Should I send him the actual information from the FDA, or does it matter?
No. It's the comments section of one of our videos. It doesn't matter.
Because I'm wrong?
No, because
Maybe it'll help somebody who's reading it. That's all. That's the point. Not this guy. I know he's not going to listen.
Look, hey, people out there, if you have questions about fluoride, Google it. Google it.
Google it and do a thorough research and read about it.
Here's the thing, though. The word research gets thrown around.
I know, but what
way
the
too,
first result may
like,
not be,
generally.
Will be the first result will be the general result that you're expecting to get. I'm saying go to the FDA website and read about it. You know what I mean? And it will say this is poisonous. This does this causes people to be docile. And then it's poisonous, but we recommend it anyway. Okay.
Yeah, look, I haven't paid any attention to it. I've heard the offhand, the fluoride is supposed to make us docile. But I haven't put a lot of credence into that. But I also don't care enough to look into it. So there's that.
Yeah.
I got more pertinent stuff to deal with. It's like the whales.
Yeah.
My wife makes this analogy.
The turtles.
Somebody
So we stop.
No, here's the deal. Like,
I'll let you make your point.
Somebody should save the whales. If the whales are having trouble, somebody should save the whales. I can't.
Why are the whales having trouble?
I don't know, but I'm just saying, like in general, like save the whales is like a thing, right?
Sure, save the whales.
So, do I want the whales to be okay? Of course I do. I'm just not the person that's going to fight that fight. Somebody else has to fight that fight for me. I'm going to fight a fight that I find a little bit more, close to my personal whatever. So somebody else can worry about the whales, and I'll worry about, I don't know, trampoline park safety or
it's like it's like plastic straws. We're doing away with plastic straws wrapped in paper.
Yep.
To save the turtles, so we have paper straws wrapped in plastic.
See, no, the only paper straws that I've seen have been like in their own. It's just like a cardboard box of them, and they're all like loose.
Right. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah,
I think that's how they do. Yeah,
yeah.
I can't stand a paper straw though. I'll be honest.
It depends on what the liquid is, and like I've come across some bamboo straws lately that are pretty nice.
Oh, that sounds
reasonable. Yeah,
so you don't get that like paper aftertaste,
and it doesn't like
paper. Then it gets mushy.
What's that?
And it gets mushy.
You have to drink whatever you're drinking very fast.
You don't trust me to throw my drink into the garbage can? Is that what's happening?
Oh, no. I think it's that even with people throwing stuff in the trash, it's still finding its way into the oceans. Maybe because of various, what are those, landfill issues? Yeah.
So it's making its way from the landfill to the ocean somehow.
Yeah, either like through groundwater or through...
How is that, but like how is that our problem as a society? Like, let's figure out how to not have their trash go...
But we're also in a place where if we can make some more stuff out of some things that biodegrade a little bit faster than plastic, especially for such a like throwaway item as straws... that's a worthwhile thing, Why not? Then that way they don't find fish with tiny bits of plastic in their stomachs. And the whales. Let's save time.
Where did my soundboard go? My soundboard. So, Team Loki.
Yeah, Team Loki's plural.
Yeah, like Madeline's.
Correct. Because it's not plural possessive. It's just plural.
Plural, yeah.
Yeah. Hey! Wonderful.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
Yeah, Loki.
So, yeah, I thought this episode was really going to go some places. And in those first couple minutes, I was like, all right, she's going to get into the elevator and we're going to figure out the deal with these time lizards. And then we didn't.
I think you might be right about the time lizards.
Yeah.
You said you don't think they exist?
Yeah, I think they're dead. I think they died.
Just a horrible lizard death.
I don't know. Might have been peaceful. Might have just been their time. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Time. What eats lizard? Something probably ate him.
Yes, it was a giant gecko.
Space snake.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. A big space fox.
Space fox. Definitely what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Or space owl.
Oh, yeah.
Space owl's a lot cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Swooped in. Was like the time and space owl. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate you. So, like, on one hand, I was hoping this episode would give us a lot more information, and it gave us, like, tiny little nuggets. And I don't know. I was kind of bummed.
We did get one big nugget, though. One big
nugget.
All of the people working for the TVA are
variants.
Variants.
They're all variants.
Variants.
Mobius and Mobius. Yes. Now, go on this journey with me for a second. If the time lizards don't exist, if they're gone, and the TVA is being run by the variants, then the TVA is now owned by the variants. So it's the variances. Now it's plural possessive. Yay! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate you. 7:30 show's nothing like the 9:30 show.
That was good. That was a way to bring that full circle.
Right?
Seriously, though, so this may explain why we need the Eternals at this point, since we have no idea what the Eternals' purpose is,
right?
What they're here for. Mm-hmm. So if the Time Lizards are dead, or if Loki kills the Time Lizards, or whatever, then maybe then there's an actual need for these Eternals to come in, fix timelines.
Right, the ship. Although I would say, I think what this show is leading to the explosion of the multiverse, which will then lead into Doctor Strange and all that stuff. So yeah, if Eternals ties into that would be lovely.
It could be the way to bring it kind of back into one timeline, like it blows up and then, because I don't know I don't know the timeline of the movie releases, so I think because Doctor Strange is next, right?
I don't remember. I don't remember. I think
Google question.
No, I think it's go for it. I think Doctor Strange is after Eternals and after Spider-Man, and I think Spider-Man's going to have some multiverse type stuff going on as well.
MCU timeline. Okay, here we go. Well, that is the order. Upcoming Marvel. Here we go. Now let's take a look at everything Marvel. We have Loki, which is happening now. Then we have Black Widow. Then we have What If, an animated thing. Then we have Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Cool.
Then we have Venom, if that is, I don't even know if that counts. Then the Eternals. So we have the Eternals first. So then Spider-Man No Way Home. Then Hawkeye. Then Ms. Marvel. Is there not a third Doctor Strange movie coming? Morbius? Oh, and then Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. March 25th, 22. So we're getting a lot of stuff before that.
Yeah. So yeah, I think a lot of this is just adding tiny pieces that is gonna... Are they setting up Doctor Strange to be like a mini Avengers movie? Of almost like a Civil War, like a Captain America Civil War. I don't know.
It should be crazy. Yeah.
Oh. I mean, you can't name it the Multiverse of Madness and not let it get mad.
I guess we should talk about this episode before our episode is over at some point.
Right. Yes.
So we learned the most important thing is that all of the TVA employees are variants and they don't remember their past.
Right. And they have been there for, she said hundreds of years? Is that what she said? She said that memory. Okay. Female Loki is going by Sylvie now. She's changed her name, which does make it easier for us.
She identifies as Sylvie. Yeah. And we learned that their pasts are different. Their powers are different. So there are some differences here going on. So there's some like small variances.
Right. Yeah. Their histories are slightly different. Yeah. A lot of different variables. Yeah, they have different experiences. There's some different variables. Yeah. They had a little bit of what do you remember of your mother? I don't remember. So, that kind of a thing versus how did you get your powers? I feel like there's a lot to do about what Loki's powers actually are. And I feel like he's showing some stuff that he's never shown.
Well, I think we've seen him actually be somebody else before, like in some of the early versions of Loki.
Yeah, but he's like throwing like green power at people and blasting them away. Like I saw him do that in this episode. And I was like, oh, I feel like that's new. That's a new thing.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong. It does feel like we're seeing new stuff, and we're seeing a lot of new stuff from her. Like totally weird stuff.
Yeah,
screaming and throwing a tantrum, and then exploding the floor. And then,
oh yeah, her doing that was crazy town. Also very cool. Also, I'm like, did she create that little mound to sit on with that, or was that just already there and she just shook the dust off?
Was there?
I have questions.
Yeah,
it was like, oh, what's one of your powers? I can make an ottoman out of dirt by screaming.
A dirt ottoman.
A dirt ottoman. Are you on a long hike?
Very classy.
And you need somewhere to sit, but there isn't a place? I can rage scream an ottoman for you, if you would like. Thank you.
Okay, that just keeps going. Okay,
it's a long one.
That's a long one. Yeah. All right. That's. So we had she tried to mind read, and there's so much exposition. Like she has to explain, okay, it works on people that are weak-minded, not strong-minded. If they have a strong mind, I have to try harder.
Yeah.
I like that it's explaining it, but also like he already explained it when he said, I have a strong mind. Do we need so much exposition? Like in a show where you have this kind of budget, do we need all the exposition.
I just would like a little bit more. Like, if we're gonna give exposition, I want that exposition to be like the motivations. You know what I mean? What's
like the reason? Yeah.
Why are you blowing up the TVA? What? Yeah. What led you to this path here? What have you been doing for the last 2 years? What's going on?
This was a fun story, but also no purpose. Like, love is a knife. It disappeared.
Yeah. Love is a dagger. Yeah. That was a lot of fun. That was probably my favorite moment of this episode, especially when he's like, is that a thing? And she was like, no, not a great metaphor, because it felt like it was getting somewhere and then it fell off a cliff, and that was fun.
Yeah. Which is kind of how the whole show is going, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's trying to go somewhere, but not really. It's not happening.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this show would be a better 2.5-hour movie. Like, do we really need 3 or 6 1-hour episodes?
And, we've gone through this whole episode. I believe this episode, though, like, she still wanted to kill him, if not at the end of the episode, still wants to kill him. So we're getting closer to them. I mean, they're working together because they have to, but at what point are they going to work together? Which, to me, makes more sense. You have 2 Lokis are better than 1, I would think. What do I know? I don't know anything. And why she's not jumping to that conclusion, I don't know. But like she said, her plan was 2 years in the making, and he did come in and goof that up.
So. Yeah. From a show perspective, do you feel like they had to do all this exposition and front load the episode so that the last 7 minutes could be where all of the money went? So, like, having that moon exploding over top of them. Because there were a couple of moments during that whole sequence where I was like, this is really cool. Like, when the moon kind of shatters in the middle or whatever and, like, has its, like, I don't know, most catastrophic breakdown, that was like, oh boy. I think I audibly, I didn't gasp, but I definitely did some sort of like, oh, word, something like that.
Yeah, it was definitely a visual spectacle. The whole,
and then they freaking cut, and then it was like credits. I was like, for real?
Oh, did we talk about? We didn't talk about that suit. So anyway, this suit, man, he looks so uncomfortable in this thing.
I do?
No, Loki's suit. Oh, you can't see. Hold on. Screen window. There we go. This thing here.
Yeah, that suit really was not very flattering for him.
All of the future. I feel like
you're frozen.
We're out of ideas for futuristic looking clothing.
Yeah, frozen.
It reminded me of like futuristic stuff from like old movies in like the 70s and 80s. You know what I mean?
No, I did not find it flattering, this little suit. And it reminded me of how buff he looked in that Kong Skull Island movie. And this does not look like a buff man. So I know he's a buff guy. So putting him in that suit, not doing him any favors.
No, it definitely made him look like he was in some... the fashion is lackluster at best.
Yeah. Made me glad when they put him back in the TVA variant suit.
And we have where he got shot. We have where he got shot by the lady. That was interesting. She knew.
Yeah, the old lady.
Like, that's not my husband. He never said anything nice.
Yeah,
but she stayed because of him. That's like really might be a little too close to home there for some of us. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was that was a fun little moment of what was it? Diplomacy and guile.
Way to use words. Was the line. Way to use words. Yeah. Was that? Yay! Hey.
Perfect.
So I don't know. I don't know if we can do an episode on it. Every one of these episodes. I think next week we'll do. We'll talk a little bit about the Bad Batch. Throw that in there too, and also Loki. And thank you if you found any of this entertaining so far. Make sure you hit the like button or the heart button. Or
if
there's a button available, help us get to as many subscribers as we have episodes. And
hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is an entertainment podcast. We'll be back next week. We're going to talk about some different stuff because, Loki, it's not. Of course, watch next week's episode, blow our minds, and then we'll have all kinds of stuff to talk about. But we'll get into Bad Batch, and we will catch you later. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Bye. Give us that like, that subscribe, and bye.